Hey everybody, so I've seen a bunch of posts on LinkedIn lately about how to get the most out of a networking event, and I'm about to go into it, so I wanted to share some tips that I follow. First, when you're going in, remember, you are a badass and people want to meet you. Don't forget that. You're there, you're supposed to be there, you're there for a reason, people want to meet you. Two, remember, this is a long game. We are thinking about creating relationships that last forever. So don't be out there collecting cards with as many people as you can and adding to your email list. What you want to do is go in there with the idea that you're going to try to meet a goal of 2 to 3 really good people that you have connections with that you can follow up and meet up with later with. So the idea isn't to go in and get them to buy something from you right then or connect with them at some deep level right then, but really just, hey, I want to have, a quick 2, 3, 5, 10, 15-minute conversation, not more than 15 because you want to devote your whole time to one person and take them away from them being on a network, but a few minutes, then you get their card, and then after the event, the next day or that night, you say, hey, great connecting with you. Why don't we grab coffee, get on a phone call, whatever it is that kind of works, but just like, hey, let's meet somewhere else, and talk a little bit more about what you do. Ask them what they do, and you want to find out more about what they're doing. 2, if you can, I don't know, is that 2 or 3? I don't know. We won't keep a number list. Next thing, a lot of times there's a list of people who attended the event. If you could ask the organizer while you're there, we're at the sign-in booth, the check-in booth, whatever, or maybe they distribute it. Then you want to see some people that maybe you briefly bumped into. Like if you shook hands with somebody, then you can maybe find their contact information from there. You can stalk them on LinkedIn, which is a good way to find out little personal details so you can make a personalized message to them. Then you can send a message the next day, say, hey, I was at the same event as you, and I didn't get a chance to connect, but let's grab a coffee, see where it goes. That's a great idea. And then if you've never met somebody, you can also say, hey, I didn't get a chance, let's do it. So that's what you can do. When you're there and you're looking, how can I meet somebody to talk to? Remember that there's a bunch of people just like you. They're nervous as hell. They don't know who they're going to talk to. They're probably walking around aimlessly, looking around for somebody to talk to, pretending they're busy on their phones. Those are the people that are waiting for somebody with a lot of personality and charisma to come up and say hi and talk to them. So why can't that person be you? Go say hi, hello, take it from there. Easy. Another one. If you drink or don't drink, it doesn't matter. People congregate at the bar. So stand in line, get a drink, maybe strike up a conversation while you're waiting in line. If you don't drink, that's fine. Get, soda water, whatever, non-alcoholic cocktail. But offer to buy the person standing behind you in line a drink. That will give them a little bit, not like an obligation, but they'll probably, hey, thanks for this, and they will talk to you a little bit more. So that's a good way to do it. And then you take it from there. Same thing. Just engage in normal conversation. What do you do? Other things you can do is compliment somebody on their style. A lot of times people will wear bold shoes or bold jewelry or bold hats, and those are like perfect opportunities. They wore them there for a reason. They like that thing. So compliment on it. Hey, I really dig in your shoes. I really dig your hat. That's a great opener. And then just, lastly, put a time limit on how long you're going to be there. A lot of times I'll go in and I'll be nervous and I'll say, I'm out of here. I've been here for 5 minutes. I don't know anybody. I'm nervous. I'm out. Say, I'm going to give it at least an hour, at least 2 hours, or maybe it's a longer event, but do that. So that's my tips, easy tips, and you're going to be more successful. Oh, last one. If you're going with somebody having a wingman is awesome because it allows you to connect with other people. It makes you a little bit less nervous to say hi to somebody. And people that are there solo are sometimes intimidated to go talk to people with another person. So if you're with somebody else, seek out people that are kind of stand by themselves, maybe don't know anybody, and engage them in a conversation. And when you have 3 people conversing, it kind of talks more. And the funny thing is when you look like you're having a good time, other people want to come hang out with you because they like to be around the life of the party. So remember, that's you. Look like you're having a good time. And as you go these things, you're going to start meeting people and you start recognizing people. So say hi to them and ask them to introduce you to somebody, or introduce them to somebody, because that always leads to connections. So a lot of times that's what I like to do. Even if I just met somebody, I'll grab somebody else, say, hey, have you met so-and-so? And you make an introduction, and all of a sudden you're a group of 3. You're having a lot more fun. Life of the party, it's growing. So you might ask yourself, how do you know all this stuff? Because I'm like you, I'm nervous as hell when I go to these things. I've practiced getting out of my comfort shell, and I still struggle with this all the time, but these are just easy tips that you can go in and you leave with 2 or 3 connections, and you have a follow-up, and before you know it, you have some friends that you've made, you start seeing them regularly, and these things don't become so hard to go to. They're a lot more fun, and you're bound to meet a bunch more people. That's it. Probably talked way longer than I'm supposed to, but I hope it helps you out. Bye.